The fundamental objective of a national budget is to ensure that there is a fair distribution of the national cake, of national wealth. So what I saw from the highlights of the national budget versus what I expected is seriously at variance. First of all, my brother, I had expected a budget that should take into account, or that must stimulate what is called economic growth. Where I wanted a budget that brings a variety of measures which are aimed at improving agriculture, aimed at improving productivity in the mining sector, productivity in the tourism sector, wholesale, retail trade, manufacturing, and many other sectors of the economy. I did not see that stimulus. What I saw is the continuation of austerity. I saw the continuation of a tight fiscal and monetary policy stance which the government has taken place. So you cannot improve, you cannot grow the economy when you are continuously and consistently putting a pedal on fuel. So the best way to increase the economic activity is to spend. Unfortunately, the Honorable Minister is concerned about inflation and exchange rate volatility in the as the current macroeconomic objectives. So that's number one. Number two, I expected the national budget to address the issues to do with the corruption. Corruption, especially in the tender process. There should be, I thought the minister would bring a raft of measures to improve disclosure in the way in which, the manner in which government tenders are executed. Because that is where the bulk of our leakages in terms of our national revenues is taking place. How do you explain a situation whereby Zimbabwe lost 9.2 billion US dollars from 2022 and 2023 years alone? Due to corruption? How do you explain such a situation? That is extremely outrageous in defiance of logic. So I expected the minister to introduce a wide range of measures, for example, measures which are intended to ensure that our mineral resources are fully accounted for before exploitation. The budget also did not meet the expectations of the poor. You know what, my brother? A proper budget must prioritize the issues to do with the health. Our constitution of Zimbabwe allows for free medical access by all Zimbabweans, for free. So if you look at the budget that has been given by the minister versus the international commitment that is on 15% of the national budget, what has been allocated to the Minister of Health is so pathetic in light of the deteriorating infrastructure in the health delivery system. So this budget did not live up to the expectations. It is actually a slap in the face of the poor. I expected this budget to deal with education, to ensure that the Minister of Education is given the minimum amount that is necessary to transform the lives of people. You will find out that education under normal circumstances is the greatest game changer. It is the greatest equalizer. It transforms people from being poor families to become middle income earners or high income earners. So we expected government to put more money on government grants for tertiary education as well as the beam for basic education. So this did not happen. The paltry amount of money that was given is an indication that government is not concerned about the generality of the vulnerable people of society. The year 2024 saw a very big, a serious drought that took place in this country owing to the El Nino phenomenon. And most of the people in the rural areas, about 65% of our Zimbabwean population, both in the rural and urban areas, are food insecure. They need food support. However, government failed to show a commitment to this very important social safety net. I expect the government to come on board to introduce a wide range of measures to actually support the vulnerable people of Zimbabwe. Unfortunately, this budget is heartless. It is an inconceivable assault on the poor people and vulnerable people of our society. So to be honest, there is nothing new from this budget. Imagine that Zimbabwe is grappling with electricity challenges, but the Minister of Finance only allocated a paltry 259 million SIC to Minister of Energy.
So imagine if you convert the 259 million ZIG with the current exchange today, it is equivalent to around 8 million US dollars. How can 8 million US dollars rescue our serious energy crisis that we are facing? We are facing serious load shedding for more than 18 hours a day. So it shows that the ministers that are alive to the real issues that people of Mobga are being grappling with. So that is my concern. There is totally nothing. There is no stimulus. There is no enthusiasm. There is nothing. It is the same old story. In terms of taxation, I'm so much concerned. Imagine the draconian tax regimes that has been introduced. How can someone tax personal income tax from determined from betting? How can that happen on earth? All right, fine. If you want to tax the income that he's getting from betting, why don't you also tax the expenditure that he makes before winning? Someone makes several payments and losing without any deduction. So if government wants to tax income from betting, they must also consider the expenses that I made before I make a fortune, before I make a win. Because you may play 10 games and lose 9 games and then just win 1 game. What about all those laws that I've been making? Are you allowing them as a deduction so that you tax me on the income or on the profit that I made? So it's just a sign that the government is failed. It's just a sign that they have nowhere to go. They are now headless. It has come to a point where this government has totally indicated that they've lost control of this country.